for other players coming in, right? So people say, dang, like he or she's killing them. But you have a 25-year-old playing against a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday I was on Twitter and someone said that Indiana is the new Hollywood.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
So I'm like, what you saying that for? You play in crowds like this all the time. So she was just like, no, I'm ready. And for me, I'm excited.
Sheryl Swoopes thinks she knows what's happening in the Indiana Fever locker room. She says Caitlin Clark is causing drama, but Erica Wheeler just dropped a truth bomb that's gonna make your jaw hit the floor. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's talk about what Swoopes said. She claimed Clark was stirring up trouble, and teammates wanted out. Can you believe it? But that's not all. Swoopes has been coming for Clark for a while now. She's questioned Clark's scoring records and even said she takes too many shots per game. That's some serious shade. You know what's crazier? A teammate is about to shut all this drama down. They're ready to spill the real tea about what's going on in that locker room. And trust me, it's not what you think. Who could it be? What are they going to say? You won't believe what's coming next. Remember when everyone was speculating about drama in the Fever's locker room? Well, Erica Wheeler just stepped up to the mic and she's painting a very different picture. What she's about to reveal might change how you see Caitlin Clark forever. Enter Erica Wheeler, the veteran point guard for the Indiana Fever. She's not just Clark's teammate, she's a leader on the court and in the locker room. And let me tell you, she's not holding back when it comes to setting the record straight. You know all that drama Swoopes was talking about? Wheeler's calling BS. She straight up said, we just didn't let it in. That's right, no drama, no chaos, just a team focused on winning. But that's not even the best part. Wheeler's dropping truth bombs left and right about what it's really like to play with Caitlin Clark. Get this. She says Clark is really a kid at heart. Can you picture it? The superstar rookie lighting up the scoreboard and then cracking jokes in the locker room? But wait, there's more. Wheeler's not just defending Clark, she's painting a picture of a team that's having the time of their lives. She said, all we do is have fun with Caitlin Clark. That doesn't sound like a team torn apart by drama, does it? Now you might be thinking, but what about on the court? Surely there's tension there, right? Wrong again. Wheeler's got something to say about that too. She talked about how she helps de-escalate things during games. But here's the kicker, it's not just her. Clark's right there with her, working together to keep things cool under pressure. This isn't just empty talk either. Fans are loving Wheeler's leadership. They're calling her a great veteran leader and praising her for keeping the team's culture positive. It's like Wheeler and Clark are the dynamic duo we never knew we needed. So what does all this mean? It means Swoopes couldn't have been more off base. Instead of a locker room in chaos, we've got a team that's united, having fun, and ready to take on the world. And at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's apparently stealing hearts as easily as she's stealing basketballs. Just when you thought the drama was over, the Sheryl Swoopes saga takes center stage. She went from criticizing Clark to apologizing in record time. What caused this sudden 180, and why are fans now rocking Don't Be a Sheryl merch? Let's rewind a bit. Swoopes wasn't just talking about locker room drama. She was going after Clark's whole college career. She claimed Clark was in her 5th year at Iowa. 5th year. That's a big deal in college sports. But here's the kicker. Clark was only in her 4th year. Fans went wild. They called Swoopes out for getting her facts wrong. And guess what? Swoopes had to admit she messed up. She said, I made a mistake in saying it was your 5th year when it is your 4th. That's a pretty big oops for a WNBA legend. But Swoopes didn't stop there. She wanted to make things right. She reached out to Clark through LSU star Angel Reese to apologize. She told Clark she respects what she's done for the game. That's a classy move, right? But the damage was done. Fans weren't letting Swoopes off the hook that easy. They started making Don't Be a Sheryl merchandise. Can you imagine wearing that to a game? Talk about savage. The backlash got so bad that Swoopes lost her commentary gig for a Fever game. They brought in Nancy Lieberman instead. And Lieberman? She's Team Clark all the way. She said, what Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. She's all about celebrating Clark, not tearing her down. This whole mess has WNBA legends taking sides. You've got Swoopes on one side, Lieberman on the other. It's like a battle of the basketball greats, and Clark's right in the middle of it. The battle lines were drawn between WNBA greats, but the real story? It's happening right under our noses. Are you ready to see how a rookie's drama became a team's rallying cry? While everyone was busy talking about locker room chaos, the Indiana Fever were quietly turning this whole mess into their secret weapon. Erica Wheeler dropped some truth bombs that'll make you rethink everything you've heard about Caitlin Clark and her impact on the team. Remember all that drama Swoopes was talking about? Well, Wheeler and the Fever decided they weren't having any of it. She said, "We just didn't let it in." That's right, instead of letting the noise tear them apart, they used it to bring them closer together. It's like they built a force field around their locker room, keeping out all the negativity. But here's where it gets really interesting. Wheeler didn't just brush off the drama, she painted a picture of a team that's having the time of their lives. She said, "All we do is have fun with Caitlin Clark." Can you imagine? While everyone else is talking about tension and trouble, these ladies are in there cracking jokes and bonding like never before. Now, you might be thinking, that's great and all, but what about on the court? Well, hold on to your seats, because that's where the real magic is happening. Wheeler talked about how she and Clark worked together to de-escalate things during games. It's like they formed this dynamic duo, keeping cool under pressure and leading their team to victory. Now, this whole situation has got people talking about something bigger than just the Fever. It's sparking conversations about how the media treats women's basketball, especially when it comes to high-profile rookies like Clark. Think about it. Here's this incredible player breaking records left and right, and instead of celebrating her, some folks are trying to stir up drama. But the Fever? They're not having it. The team's response to all this noise is nothing short of inspiring. Instead of letting it tear them apart, they're using it as fuel. They're focused on having fun and winning games. It's like they've taken all that negative energy and turned it into their own personal hype machine. And you know what? It's working. Fans are loving it. They're praising Wheeler for her leadership and cheering on Clark for her skills on the court. It's like the whole controversy has backfired, making the team even more popular and united than before. This whole saga is showing us something pretty incredible about the Fever. They're not just a team, they're a family. When the going gets tough, they don't point fingers or start drama. They circle the wagons, support each other, and come out swinging. So what's the real deal in the Fever's locker room? Wheeler's words paint a picture that's totally different from what Swoopes claimed. Instead of drama, we've got a team that's having a blast with their rookie superstar. It's like Clark brought a party to the locker room and everyone's invited. But here's the thing, this whole mess shows us something bigger. Why are we so quick to believe the drama? What if we spent more time cheering these athletes on instead of tearing them down? Imagine how much better women's basketball could be if we focused on the game and not the gossip. Wheeler's not just defending Clark, she's showing us what real team spirit looks like. It's about having fun, supporting each other, and crushing it on the court. That's the kind of impact Clark's really having. And isn't that what basketball's all about?